Hello. Hey. This is my third vlog. Standing here in Herald Square. Yeah. Alright. So, today's vlog number 3. Just gonna talk about some things I had on my mind. Last 2 vlogs reference. Alright, yeah. I feel like these past 2 have been kind of like me talking to somebody else watching it. I'd like to do this one more like a talking to myself kind of thing, kind of like a time capsule. And yeah, kind of like a time capsule. So, today is Thursday, June 9th to be exact, at 12:55. I'm on my break at work. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, so as I talked about yesterday, I would like to make more time for creating music. One of the things that has stopped me for a while from making music on the go and making music in more mobile places and just, I guess, making music at home is just the amount of equipment I need. Because my headphone jack on my computer is kind of busted, so that whenever I turn my computer on, it's kind of like a 20% chance that if I plug headphones in, it's going to work. Like every third time I restart it with headphones in the jack already, will it work? But that was one thing that was really stopping me from... Oh, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Because my headphone jack is broken, I need to use my Scarlett Focusrite. My Focusrite Scarlett 3, 3rd gen, whatever, to listen to stuff, to plug my headphones in, to plug in anything to listen to my computer and to be able to produce. So requires a lot of equipment, requires a USB cable, USB-C, needs it's just like a mess of wires. And that was something that was really turning me off from making music on the go. And I think something that I could do about that is take my computer to a repair shop and just try and get the headphone jack fixed, because if I could get that fixed, all I'd need is my laptop and nothing else, and headphones. And that would make producing very easy. I could do it on the train. I could do it on my break. I don't need to pull out a whole studio amount of equipment to produce. And yeah, that would make it a lot more accessible for me. That would be really great. That would really help my creativity. So I think that's going to be my first step in my journey into being creative again. Because well, at least right now, so my girlfriend and I just moved into our apartment, and we're still getting set up, still getting settled. In fact, this weekend we're going to be going down to her parents' house to get the kitchen table that we have. And also, we're going to be getting a desk. But up until this point, I haven't had a desk. So I haven't really had a central spot where I would be producing at. So at least after this weekend, once we get the desk, and I hope we're getting a desk. I don't know if we are, because we both have sedans. So I don't know if it's going to fit with the kitchen table, but we're going to see. But after this weekend, hopefully the at-home aspect of producing and creating music will be easier for me, because it's been difficult for me to come home and have to set up all my stuff on the coffee table or at the kitchen island and not have like a really concrete place where I can create and produce. It's just difficult for me, because I'm used to, when I was living at my parents' house, I had a whole desk set up, I had my monitors, I had this acoustic treatment on the walls. It was great. But yeah, now it's a little bit less of a station. So yeah, at least in terms of lost my train of thought. As I spoke about yesterday, talking about free time, me time, and time to create music, I have a lot of time available to me while I'm on the train. I have an hour there, I have an hour into work, and I have an hour home. So, when I get my headphone jack fixed, I'm gonna start bringing my computer on the train. And that will give me a lot of time to explore and, just try things out again. Because now that I have kind of now that I've kind of lessened the amount that I'm sitting down with FL Studio and messing around, when I do sit down, I'm like, wow, this is like the first time I've done it in a while. I should like make something good. Like, I feel like very pressured to create something that's quote unquote good. So if I have more chances, more opportunity to create, I don't need to put as much pressure on making something amazing. It can just be, whatever. I can just mess around. I can make a song that's intentionally bad. There's not as much pressure. We're still going here? Sick. But yeah, I think that's going to be my first step in getting back into the creative swing of things. And I kind of just wanted to put it on video. And also, this is getting me used to doing this because it's weird. This is strange. I'm just standing in the middle of New York City, just recording myself talking to my camera. Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable than I did on, I guess it was Monday, whenever I did the first one. Yeah, it's starting to feel good. I feel less ridiculous. It's still a little ridiculous, but I'm not feeling as ridiculous about it. Anyways, yeah, that's going to conclude it for today. Should definitely get back to work. I'm running a little bit over on my break today, so yeah. All right. Peace. Thank you for listening.